Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You might be wondering what the heck I'm wearing. We talk about it in the video because I am getting ready for a friend's holiday party and I'm trying out some new releases, and I have some thoughts. I feel some sort of way about one of the releases that we are going to discuss and try out, and I just wanted to do a fun glittery eye look as well as something that went along with a red lip for my very festive holiday costume. But you guys, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications, new videos, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But if you want to see what products I used and how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, you guys. I need to get ready pretty quickly. I have a holiday party tonight, and if you've seen my previous videos that I've posted recently with everything that's been going on, I haven't really decorated for the holidays. And I've done a couple things, like Luke had his command holiday party last night and I went to that with him. But other than that, like, I haven't done anything. Like, my pumpkins are still up from fall. P.louise Base, one of my favorites for prepping the eyes. I do have some new products, but I'm also going to tell you the other products that I'm using just for like the whole get ready with me. One of them is a holiday release that I was really excited for when I saw it, but I'm about to show you guys and I'm kind of underwhelmed about it. Alright, so Bobbi Brown puts out holiday releases each year, and I've picked them up the previous years. This year I saw the release and I was like, ooh, I want that. Well, especially because I saw this packaging and I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. This, however, is just the face palette. And it's got blush, highlighter, bronzer. The packaging is so beautiful. I love the design on it. The whole thing is just, it screams luxury to me. And then the eyeshadow palette. It's just a plastic component. It blows my mind, the difference. They don't even seem like the same collection. They came out at the same time. Even the cartons that they came in have the same color story and everything. But looking at these, like, the packaging is night and day. And like, this is pretty heavy. It feels heavier than the eyeshadow palette. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. Even the eyeshadows. I like Bobbi Brown palettes and I have some beautiful ones in my collection. This is just all the neutrals, which is fine because I'm going to use it for work. But even the shimmers, they leave something to be desired. I want to use this. I want to try it out. However, because I have a holiday party and I want my eyes to just shine and glimmer, I'm probably going to reach into my drawer of individual shadows and pull out the Marc Jacobs sequins to use in conjunction with this. But when I saw this and I was like, ooh, I want to get that. And I purchased it. But when I saw this online, I was just like, oh, that's so beautiful. The shimmers looked like they were just super sparkly. And I'm going to swatch them really quick. Those are the shimmers. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them right there. I can use that for the inner corner. Someone came to hang out. She's probably gonna, yep, she's gonna sit on my lap. So I'm gonna use the matte shades and I'm gonna grab my sequins to do kind of like a brown, smoky, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna go into this mauve shade. So the names are on the back. They're just opposite ends of like where the colors are. I do like the mauve shade. I don't know that it's like the shade that I would go for tonight. We all have to dress up as a Santa. I will try and get a picture of myself in my costume. They'll probably be up on Instagram. I've been kind of behind on posting things on Instagram. It's been different. It's been very weird. I'm in my moments, but I will try my hardest to post a picture up on Instagram of myself in my outfit. I found one on Amazon when I was when I was flying to Spain. We were sitting in the airport and I was like, ooh, let me see what they have. And I found this really pretty one. Like, it is floor length and it is beautiful. I'm hoping to pull off my makeup to make it look like Mrs. Claus, Santa Claus-esque. And the other thing is I want to keep this fairly like neutral because I kind of want to do a red lip tonight. We'll see. I'm going to go into the shade Pecan. How do you say that? Is that pecan or pecan? Or pecan? I know there's like multiple ways that people say it. Let me know. How do you say? Do you pronounce the A as a can or an on? So even with the crease brush, it's got a pretty like opaque color, which is usually what I use my compacted smudge brush for. I'm going to switch over to my compacted smudge to deepen this up out here in the outer V. I will say they are good quality eyeshadows. Aside from the packaging, like, I do like Bobbi Brown eyeshadows, and these are just performing exactly how I'd expect. I'm going back into mauve, just on the outer edge of that brown. I feel like I kind of need to deepen this up. I'm going to deepen it up with Black Plum, which says it's a metallic. I'm just going to use a pencil brush, this one from Sigma, and see if I can just, in the outer V, just right here. It looks like it's kind of deepening up, but I'm really having to like go into that shade. It deepened up a little bit, but it is not like a true black, so it's not doing too much. All right, now going into Topaz Flash, which is the Marc Jacobs sequins. These, like I said, are not available because Marc Jacobs isn't a brand anymore, but they are stunning. And if you can find something similar, look at how stunning that is. I'm not taking a lot. I'm just gonna do the center right here. Look how beautiful that is on the eyes. If they don't bring anything else from his makeup collection back, at least bring these back. All right, so I'm going into Flashlight. And this one I'm gonna take on my ring finger ever so slightly. And you just marry them back and forth. So. Do you see how beautiful that is? It goes from the white into a silver and then the brown chocolatiness. Oh, absolutely stunning. All right, let me go ahead, do this eye. I'll be back for my foundation and concealer that I picked up. I'll be right back. Okay, I have a new foundation. This is the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Glow. And I have it in shade N312. Is that the right shade? I think so. I've never tried this before. I kept seeing it and I wanted to try it. It is supposed to be glowy, and being a little bit older, I say a little bit, I'm 39 years old, and my skin, as much as I want it to be mattified down, a mattifying foundation is not always forgiving on my skin. So I've been going with like Natural Radiance or Glowy, and then I've set it down with a matte setting powder. I also picked up the Makeup Forever HD Skin Smooth and Blur Undetectable Concealer. So this is in the shade 2.5N. So I figured I would try these two out. I did already prime my face with the NYX Plump Right Back. I took this with me to Spain along with the Tarte Timeless. These two I know have been going really well with my NARS Light Reflecting that I was using that entire time as well. I am going to set it with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. For as long as I have been using this, you would think I would have it memorized. I don't. And also for contour, I have my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. I have it in the shade Fair Medium. So we're gonna go ahead and do foundation, contour, concealer, and then set it with the Huda Beauty, which I just repurchased that setting powder. Sephora had 20% off again. So I purchased things that I had forgotten about, and I was like, dang it, I should have picked that up during the sale. Well, it turned out that it worked out well for me. I'm also hoping this is the right shade. I guess based off of the Sephora like shade finder, it looks like it's a little more yellow, but at the same time, like, I have the light tone of setting powder, so it should be okay. Sometimes it'll take the yellow out of it. Yeah, this is pretty yellowy. We'll see. We'll see what I can do with other products. I do like how it has covered though, and we'll double check to make sure that it's buildable. You can see her. So Chew, what are you doing? She's not usually a lap cat when I'm doing my makeup. This is like fairly new, you guys. But I like it. I like that she's a lap cat right now. Part of me wonders if it's just my lotion that I use that she's just trying to like lick off, because that's also something. I try to not let her lick my like arms and stuff after I've done my lotion. I don't want her to lick it off and end up like, I try and get stuff that is like safe, but who's to say that they're testing it for animals licking it off your arm? Yeah, this is a little more yellow than I would go for. Okay, and then the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. Now on to concealer. Makeup Forever. I'm gonna work with one side because I don't know how quickly it dries down. It does feel kind of liquidy. I kind of like how my skin looks right now, and this concealer isn't too bad. Like, we'll see how it kind of sets itself down, whether it's going to be like creasy or whatnot. So far so good. I just think I did need a different shade, but we'll see how it looks after I set it. Except for like over here, it doesn't seem to be like falling into my lines. But then again, it's just my forehead is pretty creasy. It didn't fall into my chin either. See, once it's set, it doesn't look as yellow. Sometimes it's all you need is just a good setting powder to take out the yellowishness. Okay, let's go ahead and finish off the under eye. I'm still loving how sparkly my eyes are right now. I will see if I can find an equivalent. I think there's, what is it, Moira? They might have a brown shimmer that's similar to the sequins from Marc Jacobs. It just, to me, it sucks because I love using those, especially for a fun festive eye like this, but it's not available. And that's the downside. But I also can't bring myself to declutter it. Dixon, leave her alone. Oh, they're fighting, you guys. You guys, this is Dixon. He's got such... Why do you hate Sochu? Why do you not like her? You're so mean to her. Look at his little sweater, you guys. He has like a little... He hates this sweater when it's up over his ears. A little puppy intermission. Need your hairbrush, bro. He'll sit and protect me when I do my makeup. But Sochu wants him out of the beauty room. Go on, be free. I'm gonna go into the shade Mauve. Those two are ridiculous, you guys. He just wants to be her friend. She wants nothing to do with him. So then he just chases her, like trying to like corner her. I've been dating Luke for 2 years. They still don't get along. I just think it's hilarious. She is quite content upstairs. He's okay downstairs. And then at nighttime, Dixon will sleep in the bed and she'll like hang out in her cat tower. We have a pretty good routine. Like I'll come up a little bit early and hang out with Sochu. I've tried to like lure her into snuggling with us. Those two do not like each other. I'm gonna go into the shade Pecan. On the weekends, Luke will actually, when he gets up to take Dixon out, he'll stay downstairs and like hang out on the couch, maybe play a video game or like go back to sleep so that she and I can have like snuggle time in the morning. But man, those two. All right, and then going into the shade Black Plum. Just on my pencil brush and in the outer V ever so slightly, just to deepen it up a little bit. I am going to go back into Pecan on my compacted smudge brush and on the outer edge, just finesse that a little bit, just to deepen up that brown. Let me know, do you guys like this or is it too glittery? I love it though. Okay, now we're going to dive into the face palette. This packaging is still so stunning to me. This is the Luxe Cheek and Highlight Palette. So actually, this says that this is a blush. It looks like it can be a bronzer. I'm gonna try it as a bronzer, and if not, I picked up the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. If you saw my bronzer declutter, I already decluttered my Milk Chocolate Soleil, which was too light, and I wanted to pick up the actual original Chocolate Soleil. But I'm gonna try this, and if it doesn't do what I want it to, then I will use Chocolate Soleil. Okay, that's kind of doing what I needed to do. I don't know if it's like my favorite as a bronzer though. It's kind of like sheeny. Not my favorite as a bronzer. So we're going to pop into the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is a matte bronzer. I like to press it where I want it to go before I go and blend it all out. So the other thing that I have to do after I finish getting ready. So every year, usually we would bake 6 dozen cookies. 1 dozen is to be tried and graded, and you know, there's always a winner of the cookie bake or whatever. But then the other 5 dozen we trade amongst all the people at the party so that you have them for your get-togethers or whatever during the holidays. We stopped doing that this year because it started before I was back in the area. It was something that they did while I was still living in Chicago, and the kids were, or my friend Aaron's kids were a little bit younger, so they were the ones who would judge the cookies. Well, now that they're adults, they are adults now. So this year is the first year that it's now we each bring a holiday themed charcuterie. Mine is I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. So I have purchased, with the exception of the meats that I have on there, everything is white and sparkly. Like I got some of, I went with sweet and savory. So I did go on, all right, I'm gonna go into this blush, which is Fever Dream. And it says it's a radiant blush. So I ordered some things off of Amazon for like the sweet part of it, and I don't know if anyone knows what sixlets are. When I was a little kid, I would eat sixlets all the time, and they're usually like red, yellow, orange, like the primary colors. But I found, and I didn't realize there were sixlets when I ordered them. They just said that they were chocolate candy spheres, and I was like, all right, cool. But they're kind of like a shiny, glossy white. And I was like, oh, that'd be perfect, because then I could just sprinkle them around the charcuterie board in certain areas to give like the candy sweetness. I also got the white iridescent crystal, like the rock candy. So I got some of those. What else did I get? Oh, the champagne gumdrops. Those are like a white creamy color as well. And then, oh, I wanted snow, but I didn't want like, I had gone to a couple stores looking for like fake snow, and then I was like, wait, it's a charcuterie, like everything should be edible. So I ended up going to Trader Joe's, and I got like the coconut shavings. So I think I'm going to put those down wherever like the meats and the cheeses and the crackers are not. I'm going to put the coconut flakes and then some of the candies and stuff around it, just to give the like snowy theme. I was gonna do some other stuff, like I was looking for like marshmallow Christmas trees, and I hadn't thought about it until just now, honestly. I could have probably found like the Christmas tree like peeps. They probably have them at like Walgreens or something. It's too late. I'm not like, I should be finishing up right now and putting the board together. Guys, I'm going for very rosy like cheeks, because I'm Santa and flushed at the North Pole. I do like this blush. It is really pretty. It is very like buildable. All right, I'm gonna go into the highlighter. It says it's Bronze Glow. We'll see. The other thing is I don't have to worry about like wearing heels or anything in the Christmas suit that I got. I say suit, it's a dress. I'm gonna wear my black ankle boots just so I can be more comfortable. And then I might wear some like black leggings just to stay warm a little bit. I know we're gonna be inside, but dresses are flowy and sometimes you get a little cold. All right, I need to go do some brows, liner, mascara, and lips, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I am back, and this is the final look. I even did my little like costume change. This does not do it justice sitting here. I'll see if I can get like a full length picture. My friends, we love a themed party, and even for like New Year's, I think we're doing Roaring 20s, or I forgot the name of the movie. It'll come to me later. But we tend to do themes, especially the holidays. So tonight I am dressed up as a Santa, and it's cute. Like, it even has the hood for it. So super cute. If you're interested in this, if maybe you want to pick it up for like next year or whatever, I will link it down below. It is so cute. I'm pretty sure I'll be nice and warm like throughout the party and whatnot. I did also go ahead and put my earrings in. So I have my snowflake on this side, and then I have my little reindeer on this side. I want to say I picked these up from like Bobble Bar last year. I couldn't find my like Christmas tree earrings that I have. I haven't like completely unpacked all my jewelry. Some of them are still sitting in boxes that need to be put into my jewelry box. Anyways, you guys, this is the final look. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like this? Do you think I should have done something different with my eyes? This lip, it is the MAC Walk of Flame Kiss of Stars lipstick. This was a special release, I want to say like last year or 2 years ago. Very beautiful. And then I just used the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in, I can't read the name of it, but it's the lippy pencil from that collection. So I did that, and then made sure that I had a really pretty like ruby lip. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like this look? What do you think of the Bobbi Brown palette? Do you feel the same way I do about the packaging? Like, to me, this just feels like, I don't know, kind of cheap. I don't know, especially compared to the face palette. Completely different to me, and they don't even look like they're a cohesive collection. Let me know your thoughts. I do like the foundation. I like how my skin looks right now. The yellow did kind of blend out a little bit when I used the setting powder, and then so far I like the concealer, and I'll see if it performs just as well with them as it does the Givenchy Prisme Libre. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. And if you like this video, make sure to hit a big thumbs up. Until my next video, bye. I'll see you in the next one.